Perfect. So today we prepare first the erbazzone, that is a typical dish, a savory cake with spinach. So I need to know how many people are cooking with me and the name of them. So please write it on the chat. So I can start with them, and then if you have to ask me something, you can turn the microphone off, or okay. So Christine is cooking with me. Sasha from California, perfect.
And this is Barbara. I won't be cooking with you. Just
Barbara.
Watching.
Okay.
Just watching.
Okay. I'm Terry from New Mexico and I'm cooking. Very good, Terry. Lisa from New York. Very good. So we are 4 or 5 cooking together. So I hope you already prepare the spinaches. Mine are this. You boil them and you have to remove the water by, you have to drain them. So now it's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna change the camera sometimes. So sometimes you see just the food and sometimes you see me. So you drain the spinaches like this. You remove most of the water. Of course, please, if you have questions, don't be afraid. I won't bite. I will bite just my erbazzone. Okay. Okay, but first we are going to prepare the pasta, the dough, because we need to put it a little bit in the fridge. So we have a bowl with flour. I gave you I think it's, I don't remember let me see, 220 flour, 1 cup and a half, 1 tablespoon of butter, and 1 tablespoon of oil, and between a quarter and half cup of lukewarm water. So I take the water, lukewarm, and I check how much, and a little bit of salt and pepper. Pinch of salt and pepper in the flour, in the bowl with the flour. 1 tablespoon of oil. When I say oil, I always think and use, of course, extra virgin olive oil. From Italy, of course. And then butter, a tablespoon of butter. And then I start to mix in it. And adding some water. First with a spoon, and then with my hands. Tell me if you are here with me. Greeting from Belgium. Good. I thought you were Americans and Canadians. But maybe he's from James Hobson. Maybe he's also American or Canadian, but he lived in, who knows? Maybe he was right. Okay, now I start to use my hand and mixing and kneading. If you have guests, the last moment, this is very easy to do. In half an hour, you can make it. You see? You have to knead it a little bit more, and it will be not softer. Smoother, maybe, yes, smoother. Please, the one who is cooking with me can turn the microphone on and tell me how is it going. Don't be shy.
Now, this is a great lesson just in kneading the dough. It's beautiful what you're doing.
Yeah. And what you are doing? Are you cooking or not?
No, this is Barbara. I'm not cooking. Just with my grandson, but watching you.
It's very nice, especially it's when you're stressed. It's good to use. I think for me, it's very good to use my hands, and so I cook all the time. Not because I'm stressed all the time, but because I like it, and my family enjoy a lot. Let me see. I have to practice kneading the dough. Getting better. Very good, Lisa. This doesn't have to raise like pizza dough or bread. So it doesn't have to stay long a lot. But when it's like this, we put it in the fridge. You can cover it or leave it like this, just for 10-15 minutes. Actually, if you can leave it a little bit longer, it's better, but we don't have a lot of time. So I put it in the fridge. Okay. I wash my hands and now we prepare the stuffing.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Stefania, okay, I'm having, somehow it's not all sticking together like a ball. I put
It's
a little
not.
more, no, I put a little more water in, but it's separating.
So add a little bit more water. Is
Okay.
your water lukewarm?
Yes.
Okay, so add a little bit more. If it becomes too sticky, you just add a little bit more flour.
Okay, yeah, I put the little flour on the counter. Okay, I will do that.
Very good.
I'm sure it will be fine.
Good. Tell me when you're okay, then we can do the stuffing. What about the other? They are cooking. The other people have problems or not? No. No. Okay. So the stuffing. You have to turn the microphone off. Otherwise, we hear you chopping and cutting and chopping and cutting and kneading. Okay. No, we can still hear you. I don't know the name of, because I cannot see the names, but maybe Barbara can. Okay, perfect. So now the stuffing is spinach, onions, bacon or lard, oil, butter, garlic, Parmigiano or Parmesan cheese. We put Parmesan everywhere, except on coffees, they say, but I'm not sure. Salt and pepper. Okay, there are different kind of onion, of families of onion. The yellow one, the white one, and the red one. Usually the red one, the most famous in Italy, is Tropea, is the sweetest and is usually eaten raw in salads. Or there is the yellow one. There is the special one for soffritti. Do you know what soffritti is? Soffritto is? I'm sure you know, but I will repeat it. So when you cut celery, onions, and carrots, and you make a mix with oil, and it's the base for a lot of sauce, for pasta, or a sauce for like a ragu, bolognese sauce. You make soffritti. So the yellow one is very good for also soup, and it's quite strong, but it loses the flavor. It loses the strength with cooking. And then we have the white one that are for focaccia or for pizza or for savory cake. So now we can use or the white or the yellow. I don't want to fry too much, and this is very pungent, so I use this one. You know that when you cut the onion, you fry. So I don't want you to see me frying. And I take just a piece, because I already cut some of it. And you can also use the food processor, but then I don't want to wash it, so I use my hands and a knife. And actually, I use another thing that if you have relatives in Italy, you know. Do you know what is this? It's called, in Italian, it's called mezzaluna, half moon, and it's very good to cut the onion or any vegetable. Yeah. When I do my cooking classes at home and I have family with children, they love to do this, and it's not dangerous because they have their hands here. Please, if you have questions, ask me. Otherwise, I get bored to hear my voice all the time.
Stefania, I read the chat for you. Lisa is saying, I love my mezzaluna, use it all the time, especially for chopping onions.
Very
And-
good, Lisa. Thank you for sharing.
And Carla, I'm learning a lot. Thank you.
Carla?
Carla, I'm learning a lot. Thank you.
Thanks to you, Carla. Thank you. Okay, so this is a piece of skin, so let's take it away. Okay, now we have the onions. So, Lisa, I want to know where your mezzaluna comes from. Do you have Italian relatives? If you write, Barbara can...
It was a gift.
Oh, it was a gift from an Italian person.
I know my grandmother.
Good. Very good. Okay.
Stefania, we have a question from Paula. Paula is asking, is this cake made at a certain time of the year or for a particular celebration?
Yes, if Natalia is still here, can say this. That is very, because she's from Reggio, and it's typical. This cake is typical of Reggio. I'm from Parma. That is 25 kilometers from Reggio. But if Natalia is not here with us anymore, is she here? Mirka?
I don't think so.
Okay. Anyway, you can make it all the year, of course, because now we can find spinach and other herbs frozen. But actually, it was something that they made for the springtime, when people could go to pick up the herbs, the special herbs in the fields, and make this. So it was the starting of a new season, kind of greetings for the season. We have the same, but in June. I don't know if you heard about Tortelli d'erbetta. Tortelli, you call it ravioli, but in Parma we call it tortelli. That is a round shape. I'll show you, because I made that yesterday. So these are tortelli. I'll take it outside. So this is the shape, and the stuffing is ricotta and erbette. Of course, you can put everything inside. You can fill it with everything, ravioli, or with maybe with meat, or in the autumn with pumpkin, or with Thank you, Paula. Thank you. This, I made it with a cooking class. So actually, I didn't make it, but my German clients made it. Anche in Romagna, tortelli, of course, because we are Emilia, Romagna, we have some similarities. Sometimes in Bologna, they call it tortellini. So also, and if you come in June, the 23rd of June, we celebrate. Absolute. Okay, thank you. We have this beautiful tradition to go out and eat tortelli d'erbetta, to take the humidity of the night for St. John's. That is the day after. So it's a good tradition, and you're not allowed to have a dinner in your house, but you have to go out and share the dinner with your friends. Okay, I talked too much. Now we start to make the stuffing. So lard or pancetta or bacon in the saucepan. So we wait until the fat part is dissolving, and then we'll add the onion. Can you see? While this is cooking a little bit, I will chop.
Ciao, Stefania. If we're not using the bacon to make it vegetarian,
You
do we
just
just put olive oil in the pan?
Yes, and butter. If you're vegan, just the oil.
Okay.
Yeah, usually I don't use this because my daughter is vegetarian, so, or I make two. The other daughter is very carnivore, so, or I make two savory cakes, or just without bacon or lard. Actually, you can use also the fat part of the prosciutto, of the ham. You always stir it so it won't burn. While this is cooking, I will use my mezzaluna to reduce the I cannot leave my bacon alone. Okay, so now I add the onion, and also, if you like garlic, if you like garlic a lot, you can cut it in very small pieces. You can mince it and add it. Or if you want, I usually cut it in two pieces, and then I will take it away. And now I add the oil. And the butter. And you leave it cook for until it's the onion are translucent, so they don't have to be brown. So I leave it here, and I Mirka, per favore, dimmi ancora chi cucina, che lo devo scrivere. Mi ricordo Cristina, poi
Elisa, Lisa Tisdale. Lisa Tisdale. Io ho capito solo lei.
Carol too? Also Carol. No, Carol, sorry, no. Christine Bond. I'm reading the chat. Elisa. And Christine Bond. Elisa. Terry Keffer.
Terry?
And I think stop.
Sasha and Christine. Okay, very good. So I would like to know if Christine, Sasha, Terry, and Lisa are at the same point as me.
Hi, this is Sasa. I'm still just waiting for my onions to get translucent.
Very good.
Yeah, almost there.
Yes, Christine is yes, I'm in. Very good. Sasa, not Sasha. Okay, sorry. Okay. I don't add any salt because bacon is quite salty, and then we will use Parmigiano. That is not salty, but savory. Another few minutes. Okay, while this is cooking, we can check the, let me do this. And we don't need this anymore. Okay. Now I can take the dough, the pasta, and a parchment paper, a rolling pin, and we cut this into half. Not the same, exactly the same, because one need to be bigger than the other. Not much, but a little bit. And you need a cake pan where you can put some oil underneath, or I will put the parchment paper, so it won't be too heavy. We always use some flour, and you try to make the same size, actually a bigger size than this, around the shape, like a pizza. You need this. I check this. Okay. I think this is okay. Can you see it? So now we can add the spinaches. And you mix them. If you think they are very dry, you can add a little bit of oil. And then you put them again on the stove. So they take the flavor of the onion, the garlic, and the then of course you don't have to forget the Parmigiano, but later. You leave it there for a few minutes. And keep on doing this. The dough should be very thin. Should be. Usually is very thin. And if you prefer thicker, you can make it thicker. To check if it's good, you put the pan on top of it. It's almost good. Lisa, Christine, Terry, Sasa, are you okay so far?
Stefania, James is writing the Azdora with the Mattarello.
Scrivili come si scrive. Come si dice?
Azdora.
Resdora.
Sì.
Ah, magari in Romagna si scrive Azdora.
In Romagna, we say, lo scrivo.
Ok.
Resdora. Qui.
James, where are you from?
Emilia.
Okay. Actually, I can do it like this too. So, if you like, you can put the parchment paper directly here. And then it will be easier when we put it out from the oven. Yeah, we can put like this. Otherwise, you can just put you can do also like this. I'll show you. You can do like this. You can put an end on it, and then you turn it upside down. And of course, you remove it. But this time, we'll do it like this because after when it's cooked, it's easier to take it out.
Stefania, Christine is asking what temperature for oven.
Right, you have to turn the oven 200 Celsius degrees, that is 400 Fahrenheit. But it depends on the oven. The recipe is like this. I always put less in my oven because it's very powerful. So I prefer to cook it 10 minutes more and I have a good result. Then, so maybe you can start with 340 and then you see. So now I'm taking away the garlic, but of course, if you like it, you can leave it. Not maybe like this, but if you chopped it. I just need to find it. It's here. You have to count them because sometimes you forget one, and when you bite and you eat half garlic, maybe your husband or your wife is not very happy. Okay. Okay, actually, it needs to cool down a little bit to add.
Stefania, sorry, can you repeat the temperature of the oven?
You start with 400 Fahrenheit. Thank you, Paula, or 200 Celsius. And then you see, I would start to pre-oven it, but then I'll put it a little bit down. What?
Ah, sorry, my microphone was turned on.
Okay. So we wait 2 minutes until this is colder, and we do the other half. Always some flour, so it won't stick. Also on top, otherwise it can stick on the I give you a tip. Not very nice to tell you, but if you don't want to make the dough, you can buy the puff pastry and you can use it to make this. It's not a real erbazzone, but if you don't have time, if you have leftovers, you can make a small savory cake. Maybe with a heart shape for your daughter, or for your, not for your son, because probably he doesn't care about savory cake shaped, heart shaped. Okay? So now I add Parmigiano Reggiano. Of course, Parmigiano Reggiano. You know how to recognize the real Parmigiano Reggiano, don't you? With this, there is a PDO, Protected Designation of Origin logo, and with this Parmigiano Reggiano, and is everywhere. And if you can, you grate it as soon as you need it. So don't buy the grated one because it loses all the flavor. So I grated before the class this, and now I add a big handful, maybe 2 big handfuls. The Latin says, melius abundare quam deficere. That means better to have more than less. And Parmigiano is never enough. The best thing is always to try. To see if it's good. And it's good. So you have this. I would like to know if Lisa, Christine, Terry, and Sasa are at the same point.
Ciao, Stefania, Sasa here, yes. I'm
Very
there.
good.
I can't
Okay.
tell if my spinach, though, is a little too dry, but I added a little water.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. It could be fine, because I did not use the bacon.
Okay. Yeah, otherwise you can add some oil.
Okay. Bueno idea.
Sorry?
Good idea.
Oh, okay.
I was just trying out my Italian. I'm taking Italian lessons.
Ah, good. So would you like me to talk in Italian?
Not yet.
Okay, next time.
Yeah.
But Sasa, where are you from?
I live near San Francisco, California.
But are you
Yeah, but
American?
Pardon?
Are you American?
Yeah, but I'm Italian citizen. My grandfather was from Napoli, and I just got my Italian passport right before COVID.
Oh, good.
See.
Very good. Yes, so you need to speak Italian
See.
to discover your roots.
Exactamente.
Yes, esattamente, brava. Molto brava.
Yeah.
Sì.
Lisa wrote, all is well, had a problem in my building, but we'll catch up later. Just working now.
As all is well. Okay. Lisa, this is great. I studied Italian for 10 years. Very good. As I told at the beginning, of the cooking class, I host American students from Boston College. So in 13 years, I've had 54 students. And I always teach them Italian and how to cook Italian meals. Okay, so as you can see, let me wash my hands. I put everywhere the spinaches, and I make this like this, and then I will put this on top.
Did you put all the Parmesan in?
Almost, but we love cheese. We are Italian. If you don't like it too much, You can add, but it's not possible that you don't like Parmigiano. I cut this with with this because it's too big. So, and I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I just put I cover it. Where it's too big, I cut it. You can also leave it if you have a bigger rind or bigger crust. But I'll do something else. Maybe a pig in a blanket. Okay, so this is ready. Not maybe very nice to see, but who cares? The important is that it's good. So when it's like this, we take a fork and we make some holes. Right? Everywhere. You ready? So now the erbazzone is ready and we can put it in the oven. Are you okay? Sì, ho bisogno di praticare. Very good, Lisa, and very good, James. Lisa irlandese, ma preferisco Italia. Very good. So now is in the oven. And I prepared a surprise for you because I want you to see the result of the erbazzone. So we need to wait about half an hour, maybe a little bit less. I turned the oven a little bit down. So I would like to prepare for you crostata di marmellata. Crostata, it's a cake, sweet cake with a dough. So the ingredients are, bene cantiamo anche, for sure, later when we finish and when we drink a little bit. So it's easier to sing. Flour. If you want, I can send you the recipe with all the steps for erbazzone and also for the cake. You just need to, ci vuole il vino, sì. Very good. Butter, flour, eggs, sugar, and lemon zest. Okay, and then crostata you can make with fruit or with the jam. For you, this is the jam, the best jam I make. That is with a recipe of my grandmother, and is from sour cherry. It's a jam that takes about 3 days to make it, but it's the best for me in the world. Okay, so first we make a hole in the flour. We add the sugar. We add just the egg yolks. Egg yolks, I said. I'm in love. Okay, egg yolks. In Italy, we say when somebody does stupid things that he's in love. I'm in love, of course, with my husband. Here we are. And 3 egg yolks. And of course, we don't throw away the egg whites and we prepare meringues, but not now, not tonight. And you whisk the egg yolks with the flour. A pinch of salt. Yes, we will send you the recipe. Mi piace tutte le cose con amarena. Very good. Yes, please send it to the recipe. Very cool. Eating it for. Okay. A pinch of salt. We mix it and then we put the butter.
And Stefania, if you can read the Paula chat.
Yes, we will send it across. I love your style, Stefania. Thank you very much. I love you too, Paula. I can't wait to bring people to Emilia Romagna to cook with you. Go away, Colin. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Because I love to make to do virtual cooking classes because it's the only thing that I can do. But it's so different when you have people in your kitchen and then when you share the dinner and with my family, sometimes my children can be very, very nice sometimes. So they appreciate. And when we have family, we also sometimes end up the dinner playing football. Italy versus America. And I'm sorry to tell you, but most of the time Italy wins. Anyway, we have fun. I have fun to have people here. I've been always very lucky before getting married, I traveled a lot. And I was, I'm talking too much and I forget things. And I always met very nice people that welcomed me in their house. So I think it's the best part of traveling, to be with people and to share the real Italian life. The one that I forgot is to put the lemon zest that gives a special flavor. So I mix sugar and egg yolks, then I add butter and flour, lemon zest, and a little bit of a pinch of salt. Now lemon zest. Okay. And then you mix it. Also in this case, it's better to leave it in the fridge for half an hour. But we don't have a lot of time. And then here, what's the time here? 7:30. So in a while, my children will arrive in the kitchen and we'll eat everything is edible. So we need to be faster. Okay, depending on the eggs, and actually there was also some egg whites. This is too sticky, so I add some flour. And first I check in the oven, so Lisa and Terry and Christine and Sasa check the oven too.
Stefania, Elisa is asking if there's an Italian cooking show they can get in the US, but really, I don't know.
I'm really, no, but I will tell you, because I have a lot of people that do cooking classes with me, and sometimes they say, oh, did you see this? But I don't remember. But I will have your email address, and I hope, if you write to me, or if Visit Emilia will give me your addresses, I will tell you.
Yes, sure.
And Stefania, Lisa wrote, yes, please go away, COVID. I will be spending a month in Lucca and a month traveling around after for a month more.
Aspetta. I will be spending a month in Lucca and a month of travel for a month or more. Lisa, when you come, Lisa. I love watching calcio. I'm sorry. I hate soccer and football and football, but I will take you if you like to see a rugby match that I love. And anyway, if you come, you let me know, and I will take you around, especially in the Parma countryside. That is beautiful. If you like to walk, I'm also. As soon as COVID goes away, okay, we will go for a rugby. Very good. Okay, so this is the consistency. You see, this is quite soft, but it's better if it's soft than hard. Okay. So I already buttered and flour the pan. Now I use other parchment paper.
That is beautiful dough. This is Barbara.
Yes.
And
Yes.
wonderful, wonderful to see.
And it's also very good. I don't have to call my children, because when they arrive, they can eat half of the dough before I even start to make cakes. Check the
Stefania, can you read the chat? Anne-Marie Smith wants to know something.
What is the diameter of the 2 pans she has used? It looks darker. Aspetta.
I suppose for the erbazzone. I suppose
No, sono uguali. Sono uguali.
Ok.
12 per 2, 24, 30. A little bit less than 12. Maybe it's between 10 and 11 inches. So like this. But for the erbazzone, I could make it bigger, because I had a lot of dough. Also with this, but I always prepare more dough because of my children, and because also I make biscotti. So you have this, and then again, remove a little bit of this. And make it thinner. I usually prepare dishes with my grandmother recipe or my mother recipe, so they are always very easy. And also is one of the things that my tourists like it, because they can go home and they can make it the same. They can find right ingredients. If they cannot find some ingredients, I give them the substitute ingredient they can use. So this is a everyday recipe. Okay. So the crostata is like this, and now we add the jam. Let me check the savory cake. It's getting brown. Let me wash my hands again. For the occasion, I bought a new camera, very good, a month ago, but it didn't arrive yet. So I have this small one. What did I say? That I'm going to okay. While I try to open my jam, please ask me some questions. So good. You don't have an idea how good is this jam. Lisa reminds me when I see you that you have to try this jam. We will prepare a crostata together. Also in this case, better more than less. Okay. Now we have to decorated. So in many places you will see stripes for crostata, but we don't want to be like in many places, so we will make our own decoration. What would you like me to?
Stefania, Paula is asking if crostata is only sweet.
For us, yes.
Yes.
Because the savory cake, usually it's called tortino. Tortino salato. Torta is a cake, and it's sweet. Tortino is savory cake, but it's savory. Toast. I would like to know how many people are from the States and how many from Canada. Do you know, Mirka?
No, I don't know. There are people from Canada, from US, and from Mexico, but I don't know how many they are.
Philadelphia, New York, Los Angeles.
Barbara's in New York.
New York. Okay. Today
I read
Utah.
Canada, California.
I've been to Utah. I've been to Utah in a wonderful trip with my dad 20 years ago. We've been to New Mexico, Utah, Colorado, and Arizona to see the national parks. One of my best trips. Beautiful. And this summer I had to go to California, to Boston, to New York, to visit my students.
Are you trying to do the flag, American flag?
No, I'm trying.
No.
I will.
Ah, okay.
So I will do like this. Half for the Canadians and half cake for the Americans. I'm from USA. I love your class. New York City, Carla Maria. Okay, grazie, ciao, bravissimo. Lisa, you have to say bravissima because I'm a girl. You say bravissimo to a boy. Okay? So, ho dimenticato. No problem. So this is for you. And if you come to me before, no, in 1 or 2 days, I will leave it to you because today I prepared another one, a bigger one, and this is already cooked with, actually my name is Stefania's Cooking Classes and Tours, but even this is very good and tours couldn't fit. So it's just Visit Emilia. I hope that won't fall down. Visit Emilia with Stefania's cooking classes and tours. And this jam is plum, tipo Modena. That means there is a bit sharp, not sharp, is a bit acida. How do you say acida? It's not sweet. Okay. It's not acidic. It will come to me, but when I don't need it. Okay, let me check the savory cake. I'm really sorry that you are so far, because we could have a very nice evening together. Oh, it my baby's tart taste. Non sei mica acida. Okay. Sour! Brava Lisa, sour! Sour. I know, I like sour cherry. Okay, I'll show you how the cake, the savory cake with erbazzone is. But it needs to stay a little bit longer. Oh, another thing you can do when in 5 minutes, you take a piece of lard, if you want to exaggerate, a piece of lard, and you wet all the surface, and it's really good. Good also for the cholesterol, I'm joking. But if you drink a very good glass of wine, you will dissolve all the fat of the lard. So thinking of wine, I want to make a toast. Thank you. I don't know what star is there, but here is about 8 o'clock, so it's a good moment for an aperitivo.
Stefania, James wants to sing with you, to sing a song. James.
Adesso cantiamo, okay.
Yes.
What would you like to, after I drink a glass, let me know what you would like to sing.
Romagna mia, Stefania, ma per noi non va bene.
Che cosa?
Romagna mia.
Oddio. No, com'è? Forse la so. Ma sì che va bene, siamo italiani, dai, e poi siamo emiliani.
Sì, sto scherzando.
No, ma...
What are you drinking? What are you drinking?
Malvasia. Malvasia is a local wine. White wine is sparkling. Here is always, everything is sparkling. Because we are sparkling people. Sento la nostalgia. Bravo, inizia tu a cantare e poi io ti vengo dietro se la so, ma scrivimi il testo. Io Sangiovese. Ok, va bene. So sparkling because our food is a bit heavy. I mean, we use a lot of butter. So this wine is, could you please write that? What? The name of the wine? I write it to you, the name of the wine. Malvasia, perfect. So it can be sweet. A me piace un bicchiere di Montepulciano. To me, I like it too, but I cannot tell. But Montepulciano with Emilian food, it's too heavy. So you will remain seated because it's too much. This is light, this is young, so it perfectly matches with our food. Let me take this away. And I wanted to do another thing because I cannot I cannot drink without something to eat, so I already prepared. Oh no, I didn't prepare. Let's see. I wanted to make a bruschetta as aperitivo, so I already cut in dice the tomato with a little bit of oil and a pinch of salt, and then I have my garlic somewhere here. I put the garlic on the bruschetta, and it's not typical of Emilia, but it's typical of Italy, especially for the summer. It's something that we always eat with pleasure. Albana? What is Albana? Albana is from Romagna. I don't know.
Yes, it's a typical wine from Romagna. Albana.
White or red?
I don't know. We asked to James. James.
Is it white,
yes.
red, sparkling, still?
What kind of...
Vino della Romagna. Yeah. I want to know from Lisa and Christine and Sutton if their tortino is good, is ready or not.
Stefania, mine is browning on the top. It's been in 25 minutes. Is that that long enough, or how would I tell?
Did you put the parchment paper?
No, I flipped it over.
Okay. So I'll check mine to see. It depends also on your oven. I'll check mine if underneath is cooked. Let me check again. No, I cannot. Let me do with the spatula. Mine needs other 5 minutes.
So it should be brown on the bottom.
Not really brown, but the same colors and of the top.
Okay.
And it depends on your oven.
See.
For example, my oven in the country house burns up and doesn't cook down. So it's a problem. I always have to check and flip the case. So for bruschetta, you call it bruschetta, but it's called bruschetta in Italian. Mine is browning and mine also been okay. Devo finire un po' tardi, abbiamo problemi con l'acqua nelle... Ravenna and the mosaic and San Vitale, Gala Placidia and impressed. Very good. I don't know why. The most important things of Ravenna. Perfect. Lisa, if I don't hear it from you because you are going away, we'll keep in touch when you come to Italy. And it was a pleasure to cook with you. I need some basil too. Now I ate, and now I can drink with you. Let me see. Before drinking, I need to see. Yeah, we can try. Then if it's not cooked, I will, because I wanted to show you how it is. Oh, this is the erbazzone. The smell is delicious. Now we can see, we can taste if it's good too. I know that you will think that I will never tell you if it's good or not, if it's bad. Right. Then who cooked with me could please send me an email with the picture of their masterpiece. Mm. 200 degrees. So I need to get the dish. Usually I eat with my hand, but with you I will use a fork. So you won't say that Italians are not polite. I'm afraid to try it. For my taste, I could put a little bit more of Parmigiano, but it's really good. Really good. And cheers. Oh, Lisa, welcome back.
Cheers.
Cheers. Who is drinking with me?
Yeah.
Very good. So in 1 hour, no, 1 hour and a half, we prepare from scratch erbazzone, a beautiful cake, a beautiful Canadian and American cake, crostata, American, Italian and Canadian. A me piace i magneti del frigorifero. Yeah, some of my trips. Now I don't have space anymore, but I travel anyway, even if I don't buy magnets. Cin cin. Cin cin. We say salute. Salute. Thanks to you, Yvonne.
Salute.
I would like, I'm writing to you my name and my email. And then you can, I'm working on my, thanks to you, Lisa. I'm working on my website, but you can see the review on TripAdvisor, or you can see and like my Instagram page and my Facebook page, Stefania's Cooking Classes and Tours. Grazie, Stefania, and thanks to you, Elisa. I hope you will talk well about Emilia region. Check all the things that we do in visitemilia.com and follow, yes, and follow us visitemilia.com. You can see very nice things, of course, castle art and food, but also wonderful people. So please come and visit as soon as COVID will leave us alone. Next time, Romagna. No, next time, Emilia. Oh, scriverò un blog post sull'Emilia Romagna.
Sei bellissima. Grazie, molto. Grazie, this is Barbara.
Thank you, thanks to you.
Grazie.
Thanks to you. It was a pleasure. If you have any other question, but really check on the website, and you will discover beautiful, also small, beautiful villages in the mountains near the sea. Emilia Romagna has everything, and Emilia too. Thanks to everybody. See you again. Ciao, Paola. It was a pleasure. I love Parma and miss it too much. Thank you. Thank you, Nelly. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Baci, James. Baci. Great cooking class. Christine, thanks very much. Thanks to you. And please send me the picture of your work, even if you make it tomorrow. And I will write you the recipe, all the passages, the method. I love your class. Thank you, Carla. Thank you, Francis. See you soon. I'm sorry I had
See you soon.
See you soon. Ciao.
Ciao.
So much, Carla. Thank you. I'm sorry I couldn't meet you and talk to you personally or with a screen because many camera were off.